The road to Hollow Creek Farm had long been forgotten. Even the GPS lost signal a mile before the rusted gate, as if the land itself refused to be mapped. By the time Daniel reached it, dusk had already begun to sink into the fields, turning the rows of dead corn into thin black fingers scratching at the sky. He hadn't planned to stop, he was just driving, clearing his head after a long week, but when he saw the leaning farmhouse in the distance, something tugged at him. It wasn't curiosity exactly, more like recognition. Like he had seen it before in a dream. The gate groaned when he pushed it open. The sound echoed farther than it should have, swallowed by the wide, silent acres. No birds, no insects, just wind dragging through the hollow stalks. The farmhouse stood crooked, one side sinking into the earth. A faded swing hung from the porch beam, swaying gently though the air had gone still. Daniel climbed the steps carefully. The wood creaked beneath his weight, but nothing broke. The front door was already open. "Hello?" he called. His voice sounded small, like it didn't belong in such an empty place. Inside, the air smelled of dust and something faintly sweet like spoiled apples. The living room furniture sat where it had been abandoned decades ago. A rocking chair moved slowly back and forth. Daniel froze. He hadn't touched it. He told himself it was the wind, even though he hadn't felt any breeze. He stepped inside, the floorboards sighing underfoot. On the wall hung a series of black and white photographs, a family, a father in overalls, a tired-looking mother, and two children, a boy and a girl. Daniel leaned closer. The boy looked strangely familiar. He shook it off and moved into the kitchen. The table was set for 4 plates, cups, even utensils laid neatly beside them, everything coated in dust except one chair, pulled slightly back, as if someone had just stood up. A sound came from upstairs, a soft thump. Daniel's chest tightened. He should leave, he knew that, but his feet carried him toward the staircase anyway. Each step groaned louder than the last. Halfway up, he noticed muddy footprints on the stairs, fresh, small, like a child's. They led to the hallway above. At the top, the air grew colder. 3 doors lined the hall. The first one creaked open easily, a bedroom, a metal bed frame, a cracked mirror, nothing else. The second door was locked. The third door stood slightly open. He pushed it wider. It was a child's room, toys scattered on the floor, a wooden horse, a faded teddy bear. The window was open, curtains drifting inward like pale hands. Then he heard breathing, not his own. Daniel turned slowly. The closet door was moving, just a little. He stepped forward, heart hammering. "Hello," he whispered. The door creaked open further. Inside, darkness. Then something shifted. 2 small shapes stepped out. A boy and a girl, pale, silent, their clothes old-fashioned like from another time, their eyes fixed on him. "You came back," the boy said softly. Daniel swallowed. I think you're mistaken." The girl tilted her head. "You always say that." A chill spread through him. "What do you mean?" The boy stepped closer. "You left us here." Before Daniel could respond, the hallway floor groaned a heavier sound, someone else walking. The children turned toward the doorway. "Daddy's coming," the girl whispered. Footsteps approached, slowly, heavy, dragging. Daniel backed toward the window. "Who?" The figure appeared in the doorway. Tall, broad shoulders, face hidden in shadow. He held something in his hand, an old lantern that flickered weakly. "You shouldn't leave again," the man said, voice rough like gravel. Daniel's breath caught. "I don't know you." The lantern light rose. The man's face came into view. It was Daniel. Older, weathered eyes hollow. The older version of him smiled faintly. "You never remember, but you always come back." The children took Daniel's hands. Their grip was cold. "What's happening?" he whispered. "You promised you'd stay," the girl said. The The room began to tilt, the walls dark and the air filled with the smell of smoke. Suddenly Daniel saw flashes running through fields, hiding in the closet, a fire downstairs, his father shouting, the house filling with smoke, him climbing out the window, leaving, not going back. The children's voices overlapped. You left us. You didn't help. You promised. The older Daniel stepped closer. Now you stay. The floor beneath Daniel's feet gave a loud crack. He fell. He woke in his car, engine idling. The sun was setting. The farm stood in the distance. Daniel gasped, gripping the steering wheel. A dream, just a dream. He laughed nervously and turned the key to drive away. But something brushed his shoulder. He looked down. A small muddy handprint marked his sleeve. From the back seat came a soft voice. You came back. Regent.